And now we're talking to Allen Schaeffer, the Executive Director of the Diesel Technology Forum, about a pretty cool top 10 list about the green cars, which now include half of them are diesel. How are you, Allen?
Great. I'm fantastic. Good to speak with you, Javier.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we talked to you about like a year ago, I think, about some reports, and every time it seems to be more advancements in the diesel technology being incorporated into the auto fleet here in the United States, huh?
Absolutely. There's just a continuing groundswell of interest in clean diesel technology cars, trucks, and SUVs, and we're excited about this most recent study that came out of AAA earlier this week.
Yeah. Can you tell us about it, please?
Yeah, well, the American Automobile Association, the AAA, which is really known as an objective voice in the interest of motorists, has a huge following here in the U.S., and every year they put out a green car guide. And the most recent edition came out earlier this week, and they ranked 83 vehicles based on a variety of characteristics, including a whole range of things: handling, cargo carrying capacity, ride quality, braking, fuel economy, emissions, and other factors. And when all was said and done, the really interesting news is that clean diesels took 5 of the top 10 spots. First on the list was the Tesla, the all-electric vehicle that everyone's familiar with. And,
yeah, no surprise there, I guess, huh?
A little bit pricey. But, this is really a neat thing to see the clean diesels coming up as high as they did. And they also beat out a good number of hybrids and natural gas and other vehicles that were included in the survey. So I think what it says is that when you look objectively at this growing choice of cars and fuels and technology that will drive us into the future, that clean diesel shows up as one of the best choices out there. And because of the fuel economy, it's because of the performance, the great get up and go, it's fun to drive, and I think most of all that it's a proven technology and consumers don't have to compromise. You can get the size of car you want, you can haul stuff, you can tow stuff, whatever you need to do. So We're excited about the report.
Yeah, very interesting also that in the list, we're going to go through the list pretty quick. We're going to post it on our webpage so people can take a look at it. So you said Tesla number 1, Toyota RAV4, and then the first diesel is the Audi A7, and then Lexus GS, a hybrid, Nissan Leaf, a fully electric car, Honda Accord, a hybrid, and then like all diesels after Audi Q5, Audi A8, Mercedes-Benz E250, and then Audi A6. So Audi seems to be far ahead of the competition in this particular list.
They did have a lock on most of the top 10 slots there, but it's a great technology, and I in fact am driving an A6 TDI right now, and it's really a fantastic vehicle. So I definitely would vote it up higher in the list.
Yeah, yeah. I've driven some of the diesels from Audi also, and they're fantastic. The Germans in general, Mercedes-Benz is there, BMW is not there, Volkswagen is not there, but in the case of Audi and Volkswagen, they're the same group. They share some of the technologies along with Porsche. They belong to the big Volkswagen group, so they share a lot of that, and maybe that's why they're ahead of the game here, huh?
That's right, and there's definitely a lot of crossover in the engine technology, and that I think is is not unusual for other manufacturers as well. But I think Audi has really established itself as a leader in the clean diesel field, and has been not afraid to get out and talk about that with some very popular ads on television, and really getting out in front with the clean diesel message. So this is what you get for that. You get really high rankings in the top 10 list.
So, Alan, can you tell our audience a little bit about the Technology Forum, but also what are the main advantages? There seem to be pretty obvious to people like you who are an expert in the field, but for some people, there might be still a little bit of questions about this. For example, the other day I talked to somebody and they were saying, well, I don't see gas stations with diesel around my neighborhood. Maybe because they're not paying attention, huh?
Well, exactly right. And, there are some folks still out there with some misperceptions, or maybe just don't know, haven't really looked at it before. But, diesel's been around the U.S. for well over 100 years. And many people recognize diesel as the fuel that powers big trucks and buses and construction equipment, farm equipment, that kind of stuff. And all that's true. But the exciting thing is that in the last 5 or 6 years, we've really seen a huge increase in the clean diesel passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs in the U.S. And it's because of a couple reasons. First of all is the fuel efficiency of the diesel. You're going to get at least 30% better fuel economy than the comparable gasoline engine. And you're going to get that fuel economy no matter when you drive or where you drive. And it's not like a hybrid where if you're not driving stop and go in the city, you're not going to get the big mileage numbers that EPA has on the sticker. So diesel really delivers the mileage that it says it's going to give you. And you have the performance today that you didn't have 15 and 20 years ago. The diesels are very quick to start out. They've got a lot of what we call low-end torque. Really, when you step on the gas, you get pushed back in your seat, and away you go. And folks like that performance, and that's because of a lot of advanced turbocharging technology and fuel injection systems that really make the diesel a great performance machine. And I think most importantly, folks now recognize that diesel is a clean technology. And, gone are the days where there was a puff of black smoke from the exhaust pipe when the diesel car got started. Forget about all that. The fuel is cleaner. We've got the most advanced emissions control systems on diesels than of any car out there. Even many gasoline vehicles don't have as sophisticated emissions controls as the diesel. So when you're looking at a diesel, you're making a choice that's fuel efficient. It's going to be there for the long haul, the long-term investment, and you're going to enjoy the driving that you get out of it. And you're going to have an increasing choice of vehicles. I think right now in the U.S. there's about 23 vehicles that are available, and I'm sorry, 40. There are 44 choices of cars, pickup trucks, SUVs, and vans, and that number is going to significantly increase. If we expect it to double in the next couple years, and the one of the reasons behind that is not just the consumers being interested in it, but because we have these new fuel economy requirements here in the U.S., manufacturers have to make cars that achieve almost 52.5 miles a gallon here by 2025.
Yeah.
And diesels are going to play a huge role in that because it's just a very high standard, and diesel is the most energy efficient internal combustion engine. So that's why you're going to see more choices coming out in the not too distant future, and you're going to be this is also kind of an exciting year because we've had the first light duty full size pickup truck have a diesel engine option.
Yeah, the Ram 1500, right?
That's right, the Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. The thing is, sold out. I mean, the people are just knocking down the doors to get that vehicle. Very high fuel economy on the highway, 28 miles a gallon, and I think it starts the race for pickups to come in with more diesels. And we've already seen Chevrolet and GMC make a commitment to bring diesel engines in their smaller pickup trucks, the Canyon and the Chevrolet Colorado. So those are smaller, compact pickup trucks.
Yeah.
They'll be getting a diesel engine in 2016.
Yeah. So I guess the next step, because where you were talking about the new requirements of the CAFE standards, the next step, I guess, are going to be hybrids with diesel engines instead of hybrids with gasoline engines, because then you get like the double benefit from both technologies.
Well, that's right. Well, we'll see how that works out. I think there are issues with not really the technology, but it boils down to the dollars and cents.
Yeah.
And the diesel is a little bit of a premium technology. You're going to pay a little more for it up front, but it's going to pay you back in fuel efficiency and long-term value. The hybrid adds, additional cost to that yet. So we'll see. I think Volkswagen is sort of one that's more talkative about that, and they've talked about their Cross Blue plug-in hybrid TDI that might be out as early as 2016. So it's very likely in 2 years or so you'll have a hybrid diesel choice. Yeah.
We're talking to Allen Schaeffer, the executive director of the Diesel Technology Forum. And Allen, one of the things the forum had made any calculations about when do you recuperate the initial investment of a more expensive car down the road when you use a diesel car?
Well, Well, it's a great question, and there's a couple factors that go in there. And, you've got the upfront cost of the car. You compare that to a gasoline vehicle, and you're going to pay more for a diesel. And, typically that's anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 or so. And so you've got a higher upfront cost. The diesel is going to be 30 to 40% more fuel efficient than the gasoline, so you're going to use less fuel overall. Now, the diesel fuel costs more than gasoline right now in the U.S., so it probably takes anywhere from about 6 to 8 years to get the full return on investment, depending on the vehicle.
Yeah.
It's very vehicle dependent. And the other thing that I didn't mention, another key factor, is the resale value. So if you hang on to the diesel for 5, 6, 7 years, when you go to sell that vehicle, you're going to get 125% typically of the Blue Book value of a comparable gasoline. So they're going to have a higher return on investment in the long run because of the resale value, the fuel efficiency, and just the overall economics of owning a diesel.
Yeah, so, benefits all over the place. And I'm sorry to interrupt, Alan, but we're running out of time on this segment. So where can our audience find more information about the technology, the Diesel Technology Forum, please?
Check out our website at www.dieselforum.org.
Excellent. Thank you, Alan, again for your time, and I hope that we talk to you sooner than the last time. Okay.
Thank you, Albier.
Thank you. Bye. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.